We do. Fuck. Fuck. Hey, what's up, everyone? What's the man here? And I'm gonna tell you I'm doing WWE rant. No, WWE rant. Whoopsie, my bad. This is gonna be a WWE rant, guys. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy this WWE rant. And I'm gonna just start. Let's first talk about the TVPG in the WWE. TVPG. I hate it. It's dumb. And blame it all on Vince, folks. Just blame it all on Vince. Just blame it all on Vince. Blame it all on him, folks. Blame it all on Vince, man. It's all Vince's fault. So yeah. There you go. See, it's all Vince's fault, folks. Okay. Number one. Vince has ruined the WWE. Completely ruined the company. The company's basically dead. It's dead now, folks. It's dead. And that's sad to hear from the WWE. Because the WWE was a lot of people's favorite part back in the day. But WWE changed over the years, right? It changed. Now it's just PG, awful piece of garbage that's just virtually unwashable. It's just unwashable. And it's just gotten to a point where why would I even watch the pod anymore? You know, the only people that us as fans actually like, including me in the match, if you like, is Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, The Undertaker, Randy Orton, who else? Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, Sting, and that's it. Those are the only people that. Oh yeah, the only people deal with that. I Lana and Paige. Those are the only two people that actually modify my play. And that's true. Oh yeah, those people that Dolph Ziggler. But the company has decided, right, to break up the Shield last year. You gotta remember that they broke up the Shield last year, which I was very, very sad about that. Decided to break up the Shield, but the Shield was a very good faction, you know. They were a very good faction, that's the truth. They were a good faction. But after WWE broke up the Shield, Seth Rollins became Mr. Money in the Bank, like this little jerky Money in the Bank idiot. He was just holding his briefcase for so long, and it got to a point of complete boredom! Boring pile of crap on Raw, overseeing for months with Seth Rollins holding that stupid briefcase for months. Got to the point of being stupid boredom! But yeah. That's what I went with that. Now let's move on to Roman Reigns. Okay, Roman Reigns, the guy who won the Royal Rumble. He won the Royal Rumble, he won the Shield, which fans did not like. And then took it to Twitter saying, hashtag cancel WWE Network. They hashtag that all around Twitter, man. All around Twitter saying, hashtag cancel WWE Network. I just hate it. I like the WWE Network. But all you people saying the WWE Network sucks. It doesn't suck. And all you smarks out there have ruined the company! Ruined it! To a point where it's virtually impossible for me to even watch the pods anymore. And that's sad. They're saying we're coming to watching for 5 years. 5 years! They really did this John Wooden people power pile of crap, and I hate it, and everyone else hated it as well. And then they finally fire them, thank God they did. Oh my God, thank God I fired him. But then they put him back almost like a year, like 2 years later, and then he never stayed on TV ever again. He would never stay on WTV ever again. Good! You have John Cena being now the mid-card of the company, who's holding the U.S. title, with a Gary Garcia he's gonna lose a battle on this Sunday, and he will finally turn heel. That's what I want to see. I want to see John Cena turn heel, not the baby, super little kid pile of garbage I hate. And that's saying something, because John Cena is probably the worst wrestler in the entire roster. He's an awful wrestler. He's terrible. He's a yawn fest. He's a virtual yawn fest. Just a boring yawn fest for everybody, including me. Remember that main event they had with Cesaro a few weeks ago? It was that match entertaining. In my opinion, it was entertaining. But I do agree with the Smart Buddies on some things. That they almost killed Amber but not doing a fully story, which I do agree on that. Okay? I do agree on that. So then Amber was the Foley. But no, it never did. They decided to cancel it. They decided to cancel that entire awesome, cool storyline. That I thought was going to be a great and awesome storyline. But no, they decided to cancel it entirely. See why this pod sucks? I'll tell you what, when I was going to Triple H, the guy who was in charge of this entire Foley thing, right? I guess he's fired. I don't know, I guess Triple H is fired. Cause a few weeks ago, like this past week, someone said that he got fired. I don't know, maybe there's someone to quit, but I don't know. And I don't care, and I'm so happy he's fired. Heck, he wasn't even on Wall at, like, 2 nights ago. He wasn't on Wall 2 nights ago. And that's saying something, because he's fired. So yeah, there's that, Triple H fired. Yes, thank God. And this past Monday Night Raw, right? You have 3 divas from NXT come up. Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, and whoever else. I forgot the last diva's name, but... 2 of them are best friends of Paige, which that's good, because if so, maybe we're gonna watch the WWE channel, but there's an exclusive, right? With Paige and 2 of them are best friends down in NXT. Came out to the main roster. Finally. But, hey, we're just gonna get to a 9-man tag team matchup at, SummerSlam, so it should be pretty interesting. Now, let's go into the boring, lazy show that is Monday Night Raw. It's virtually unwatchable. It's virtually unwatchable. But saying, oh, why do you want the pod? Why do you want the pod? Because I want to stay tuned or to have the pay-per-views. That's it. I'm not saying something. To a pod that used to be awesome back in the Attitude Era. And they still get Attitude back in 2001 and 2002, right? They still kind of had it, but then they got rid of it entirely. Now it's PG, Yawn Fest, Adam Mode, Sami Zayn, I do like Sami Zayn. I'm a real wrestling fan, like the Smockbusters are. But God, this Raw suck. It's like they're just trying to Vince is trying to take down the company. Is that what you want to do, Vince, to your own company? I just do not get it. I just don't get it with Vince. I just do not get his mindset with the company. Is he trying to burn the company down to the ground? Is that what he's trying to do? Now, let's go into something that I actually liked in the past, but then not barely. Bray Wyatt. Now, I liked Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt was the cool son of a gun. But then they fed him to John Cena for 3 matches. John Cena went to WrestleMania, but I don't care. Bray Wyatt gets revenge at Extreme in the most lame and the most boring match I've ever. A steel cage match, John! match. Stupid match, and I hate it. And I know a lot of people hate it as well. But then there's a final clash at Payback. I cannot believe I'm saying this. John Cena literally barely Bray Wyatt underneath a box. He ate him, went through his box, my powder comes up everywhere. And then Cena takes an earthquake. He does it, you can't see me, and he literally barely Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt's done, folks. He's done. They gave him ambulance. They made him return. And then they attacked the ambulance for I don't know what reason. Why? I don't know why. But then they decided to give him the ambulance. Right? You have him win the awesome table on the chair match, which followed my opinion match of the year of 2014. And so was the Shield Evolution match. No holds barred. That's 2 matches for the year. Alright? 2 matches of the year was the table on the chair match between Dean Ambrose and Bray Wyatt, and the Shield Evolution rematch at Battleground in a no-hold-barred match. I just say that match was a 5-star classic. Great match. I enjoyed it. Then the next night after, an awesome, insanely awesome no-hold-barred match in Shield Evolution. They decided to end the Shield for God knows why. Instead with the little DVD, they said they've done everything and as they did the group. But that's true, they've done everything. That's true, I agree with that. But I don't know why it broke them up. Maybe it did because they already did everything they could in the company as a group and they decided to bring them up. That's why. That's my guess. That's why they decided to bring them up. But it was kind of sad that she should go. Now, do I want to see the Shield come back? Not right now. Not right now, okay? Not now. Just not right now. Not now. Give them time to develop, okay? Just give them time to develop. As singles. And then, at WrestleMania 32, you can win another! See? That's a way more smarter idea, WWE! And Vince! But, yeah. Now let's talk about the creative. The creative team. Oh my god. These people are absolutely dreadful. 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 They try to figure, oh, let's see how PG we can think of, guys. And they just try to humiliate themselves in front of Vince by doing this. It's just so humiliating how dead this company is right now. Cause this PG yarn fest over there on that Raw every week. Now it's becoming unwatchable. At least SmackDown is semi-entertaining, but no one's watching SmackDown, Vince! Oh my god. Now there's only one reason why WWE sucks. Remember back in the Ruthless Aggression era, we had The Rock versus Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania? Remember that match? Well, I believe The Rock was getting cheer and Hulk Hogan did boo, I believe. I don't know. I haven't watched the match, but I probably will. But that was a great match. And then you have WWE versus WCW, the Monday Night Wars. That went on for years, man. Years. People were getting wondering when is this entire thing going to end? I felt like it was never going to end. And then it finally did with like Eric Bischoff coming out Raw one night. Back when we tried to do 2004. And then Vince saying like Eric Bischoff coming out Raw and they should hug it out! They hug it out! Yeah! But why? Oh, because War. Not WCW. WWE destroyed WCW. WWE just ended WCW. Sting was gone for years. And after years of people never thought ever see Sting at WWE win, he shows up at last year's Survivor Series, saving the show, in my opinion. In my opinion, he did save the show, okay? That's in my honest opinion. He did save the show at Survivor Series last year. So for all you smart saying, oh, we didn't save the show, you're lying. Okay, now what else sucked about WWE? Fastlane sucked. Awful pay-per-view name. It was an awful pay-per-view in general. The only cool thing was Randy Orton coming back. Just destroying the authority. Okay, on all three of them came and trained to kill each other. X, I need a win. X, I need a win from Orton. Ah! And then Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble 2015. You had an awful one last year. How can you top this one, WWE? How can you top this one this year? You have a 5-star match with Cena, Lesnar, and Rollins. An awesome match, okay? 5 stars. It's been Slammy Awards this year. But you have Roman Reigns, a guy that just came back after an injury. A hernia injury that I had months ago. You haven't won the Royal Rumble? Why? Why would they let him win the Royal Rumble? Why not have Dean Ambrose win the Rumble? Or heck, how about Daniel Bryan? Or Bray Wyatt? Or Rusev? Why Roman Reigns? And then people just hated him. And hated him for months and months. And then they were, oh, let's have a fight Daniel Bryan at Fastlane. I gotta say it was a good match. A good match! But Roman Reigns won and then they're like, hey! You better kick Brock Lesnar's butt! And then they shake hands. And no one went to the top and people like, boo! Boo! Because no one went to WrestleMania, right? And then WrestleMania 31 comes! Oh my god, man, what an event! I love the show! You have Dan Bryan win the IC title, okay. I respect Bryan, but he's injured. So yeah. And then you have Seth Rollins winning the one. Good match. And then you have the match that I was the hype for. The match that everyone was hyped for. Sting versus Triple H, and holy cow! Best match of WrestleMania 31. It was an awesome match. Brutality, just awesomeness. NWO comes out, DX comes out, and they have an awesome fight against each other, man. It was a great fight. Awesome WrestleMania, man. Show us what we meant. Yeah, I can't wrestle John Cena with Barry Rusev. I hate Cena. Hey, where's the guy actually won the US title, not a guy that actually wrestling more like Rusev. Remember Survivor Series? Rusev, put there! Rusev, back down! And he went over doing announced it, but it was hilarious. But my god, John Cena, you barely played Wyatt last year at Payback! Now you're gonna bury him! You're gonna bury Rusev again! You barely were two guys that were supposed to be over. But Rusev sucks anyways. No one cares about Rusev anymore. So we're gonna have a boring rematch at Extreme Rules. Extreme Rules was awful. A boring show that I didn't care about. You have a best match of the night with Big Show versus Roman Reigns in the last man standing match. You have Dean Ambrose versus Luke Harper in a Chicago street fight, which in my opinion was the most boring match on the card. I was on top of that match, but then they ruined it. How sad is that? But then, we get to the main event. Seth Rollins versus the Viper Window, and the RKO is banned. Awful match. Terrible. I hate it. A boring PG. Yeah, let's go Orton. Rollins suck. The match not true. I would have been laughing at the chance to happen at the pay-per-view, but that never happened. But still, the match was boring. It was a total yard fest for me. Heck, I would nearly fell asleep because the match was so boring. And then you have Kane get involved in the match later on. Boo! Kane sucks! Yes, he does suck and needs to retire. But he gets involved. When they do the RKO Kane, and then Rollins the RKO Orton, he's like, But he's like, he's like, whatever my dog single. And then he steps in and retain the title. Boo! Boo! Stupid! Dumb match, I hate it. And then Payback! Payback! There will be Payback. Next month. The month after a lame, non-exciting, boring Extreme Rules, right? You have that happen. But, you know what you give us? I don't know. You give us amazing, awesome Fatal 4-Way match. You have a boring, non-exciting I Quit match where you know John Cena doing I'm gonna retain. I can't wrestle this nation. No, you can't, John. You can't wrestle. You suck. And then, after a decent show at Payback, I gotta say it was a good show. A good show at Payback. A good show. A very good show. But then, you have 2 weeks later, Elimination Chamber. Awful show. I don't know why they did 2 movies in 1 month. You have Diablos winning the title, going nuts, and then Ray Garcia said, "Oh, the win was by disqualification, and we won it instead of the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins." Boo! Boo! Awful! Terrible! And then it was the worst match on the card. That tag team match. I was actually hyped for that match. But then they completely ruined them out. El Torito getting involved! Michael! El Torito getting involved! Michael! Awful. Terrible match. Boring. Yard fest. And I hate it. After you have a Yard Fest of Elimination Chamber, what do you have two weeks later again? Money in the Bank! Which marks like, oh, this is one of the big pay-per-views of 2015. Meanwhile, it was a terrible show! You have Paige, my fine, and my pretty, and she's the only thing that's actually attractive in my opinion. And I agree with Smart Busters as well on that. And by the way, shout out to Smart Busters. But my God, what are you doing with Paige? You haven't won the Divas title on a first night against AJ Lee. Crowd went nuts. Yeah! 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 And then you tell off her for I don't know why, I don't know what reason. And then trying to tell back on her again. And then she get no reaction. Why? Why is the fans starting to turn on Paige? Which is the only diva, the only woman in WWE that's actually attractive, and she looks exactly like Trish Stratus. I'm serious. I'm not lying. She looks exactly like Trish Stratus. Paige is so cute. She is. And then you have Lana. Lana, who are fans going nuts for her at Extreme Rules. You know what I'm saying? We want Lana. They want Lana. And then we was like, and then fans were like, boo! Boo! The boring Rusev Mercer Street. And then Lana just slapped Rusev. And then he betrayed, and she betrayed her. And I'm like, yes! And then Dudley was like, oh, this should be interesting. And they'll have a little like love affair between Rusev and Summer Rae and Dolph Ziggler and Lana. Now, this match could possibly happen at Battleground, but this match could not happen because now Dolph Ziggler suffering an injury. Rusev hit him on his neck, with a trachea, so he's been out for a few months. And Sami Zayn, he has an injury now because he's dancing to the wind too hard and tore his shoulder. So I feel bad for Sami. I feel really bad for Sami right there, man. I feel really bad for Sami. But yeah. And then you have Battleground coming up this Sunday. I'm actually quite hyped for that pay-per-view, not gonna lie. But you have a contract signing this past Monday. Awful contract signing on Young Fest. I don't want to fall asleep to that as well, because it was so awful. And then you have Dean Ambrose is pulled out. Why? Dean Ambrose is a real Battleground this Sunday. Are you kidding me? One of the most over guys in the company, and you're not gonna have a Battleground this Sunday. Why? What are you doing with Ambrose? I just feel real bad for Dean. Because I'm a huge fan of Ambrose, man. Ambrose is my guy in the WWE. He's my man. Ambrose has always been my man in the WWE. Ever since Winter came around, I'm like, yes, it's Ambrose, my guy Ambrose, yes! You know, I actually get hyped for his shit on Raw and SmackDown, and heck, even pay-per-views. Dean Ambrose is the man. Dean Ambrose, he's the man around here. Not Rollins, Ambrose, he's the man around here. Ambrose is the guy I've always looked up for, man. Ambrose is a beast. Ambrose is a legitimate beast in the company. But not gonna be a Battleground this Sunday. Why? 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 It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. I just don't get it, folks. I don't know why it's not gonna be a Battleground this Sunday. But I hope Dean Ambrose will do well at SummerSlam. Hopefully he beats the match at SummerSlam. And I'm gonna be proud to see Dean Ambrose at SummerSlam, man. If he isn't, I'm gonna be mad! You take Brock Lesnar out for a few months. Now, I was angry about that. Some people were like, Brock, put that cameraman down in interview. And Brock was like, yo, what, screw you. F5 from the crowd goes nuts. And then someone like, Brock, you're suspended indefinitely. Get my Billy now. And I'm like, boo, boo. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Really? You said Brock Lesnar on TV for months. And like, oh yeah, let's bring Brock Lesnar back. Yeah, I was putting Brock Lesnar back. The man actually is amazing and actually growing the company. And you actually look like you really like kick someone's butt in that way. Because that's Brock Lesnar. He's a beast and you know he is. And he's awesome. But you have Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt. I knew I enjoyed the feud. I think the feud was a good feud. It's a good feud. A good build to a match, and a good feud in general. I enjoy it. But man, can you find something else to do with Dean Ambrose, something like that? Somebody I hate Bray Wyatt now. He's really buried. Thanks, Cena. Thanks for burying him. Thank you, Cena. You really helped us. And thanks a lot for burying him. Thanks. But oh my god. Daniel Bryan is out for good, I guess. I don't know how long he's going to be out for revenge or something like that. But still, he's going to be out for quite a long time. You have Dean Ambrose, one of the most overguys in the company, not be a Battleground. It's sad. It's really sad, folks. It's a sad day for Ambrose. I feel really bad for the guy. But yeah, guys. So I need one last thing I gotta say before I end this rant. The WWE. When TV14 back in the day, right? TV14 was awesome for WWE. Then it went PG. The TV PG programming sucks, and I hate it, and it's awful. It's atrocious. It makes me just want to just like yawn and fall asleep. Because how boring war is now. It's just boring. It's just a yawn fest for everyone. And everyone is in that way every single week watching on that wall. Just want to get up and just walk home. And just go home. Go into college and go home. That's how boring and that's how atrocious war is now. But yeah, guys, that's my one about WWE. That's what we'll say, guys. I hope we all enjoyed the rant. I haven't done one in the longest time, but I've been waiting to do it for the past couple of days. Past week now. But man, that's what we'll say. Hope everybody comment and also subscribe my channel, guys. Peace out here. Have a great day. Have a great evening. And have a great tomorrow.